What if I told you that the less money you spend traveling to Europe, the better your experience can be? Well, today I'm going to tell you how you can do this. My name is Michael West. I've been all over Europe many times. I'm going to give you some pointers on having an excellent experience traveling to Europe on a budget while immersing yourself in a rich cultural encounter, even if you have never considered traveling to Europe before. I've broken down my European travel knowledge into 7 main tips that will ensure that you have the trip of a lifetime. First is flights, the most expensive part of the trip. I like to use a website called Skytracker, which will allow you to see which airline will give you the best deal to get to your destination. Also, when planning on where to fly, consider flying open jaw style. This means flying into one city and out of another. This saves a lot of valuable time for your trip, as you won't have to worry about getting back to the city that you flew into. The measure of a good traveler is how light they travel. Limit yourself to a carry-on size bag, such as this. I like to bring a carry-on size backpack, as I don't like to roll around a suitcase on Europe's many cobblestone roads. Pack light and only bring the essentials. It is easy to think you'll need more than you actually do. Another important thing that I strongly recommend you pack is a guidebook. These are $20 tools for $3,000 experiences. Bring a money belt. Although violence is very uncommon in Europe, petty theft such as pickpocketing is actually quite common. By bringing a money belt, there's no chance that you can get pickpocketed, and your valuables are always on you, so it's one less thing to worry about. How will you get around once you're there? My suggestion is to take trains. Europe's trains are fast, easy, and inexpensive. They shrink the already small continent, and you can go almost anywhere you want. Buy a Eurail pass to save money and add convenience to your trip. With this pass, simply look up where and when you want to go on one of the many European train apps. Hop on this train and you're off. I also recommend taking overnight trains. This adds convenience because you're traveling through the night. You're also paying for your accommodation and transportation at once. Now, another major expense of your trip is where you're sleeping. Staying at hostels can save money and also enrich your travel experience as you make friends with lots of other travelers. Making international friends has been the highlight of my trips. I use hostelworld.com to look up hostels and their ratings. I only stay at hostels that are 80% and above. Also, as a rule of thumb, I like to book 2 days in advance before I get there. All the hostels I've stayed at are very clean and comfortable, and even better than some hotels. Make sure to bring a lock, as these hostels offer lockers to put your belongings in. The rooms are shared rooms or dorm style, so it's very important to lock up your belongings. For food, consider eating picnic style. Europe has lots of supermarkets. You can just buy meat, cheese, and bread there for under $5. Street food is also a great budget option if you want to eat like a local. Make sure you treat yourself to a guidebook recommended restaurant once in a while. One of the greatest ways to experience a culture is through their cuisine. This brings me to my last point: travel with an open mind. Far too often, tourists look for a home in a foreign place. This will make their trip a disappointment. Instead, immerse yourself in the local culture. Europe is a cultural mosaic. Eat local food. Try and speak the language a little. Don't just go for the major tourist traps. Ask the locals what to do in their town. Rather than relying on an itinerary, travel open-ended. In this way, you will greatly enrich your travel experience and come back home with an appetite for more.